It's been an interesting ride for investors of the California-based electric vehicle maker Lucid Group, to say the least. In the world of clean energy transportation, stock prices are notoriously volatile, but the LCID-Stock has been especially sensitive to swings in both directions. However, an old saying should be kept in mind: nothing worthwhile is ever earned by risking nothing. Investment in Lucid is high risk, and without a question, will put your faith in the electric vehicle movement to the test. Over the last year, the Lucid Motors brand has established itself as a legitimate participant in the premium electric vehicle market. But is it better to take a profit or a loss on LCID shares right now, or to wait? What are analysts' forecasts for the coming years for LCID? All this is to come, so stay tuned. Welcome back to NewVehicleMedia, your go-to channel for EV stock. Quick reminder that subscribing is free and liking the video helps YouTube suggest similar content. Comments are loved and featured in upcoming videos. The year 2022 began with a boom for the electric vehicle industry, but soon the overall EV market started to drop. Despite its best efforts, Lucid eventually succumbed to the same fate as the rest of the group. As the broader electric vehicle market has entered gloomy territory, investors have taken a hit. For Lucid investors, the suffering has continued into earnings season as the business missed its Q4 targets and reduced its expected output for 2022 to a much lower level. The startup has also cut their production forecast for 2022 from 20,000 to 12 to 14,000 cars. Nevertheless, the issue lingers as to whether the company's stock can recover from its difficult start to 2022. Here's what investors need to know about LCID price forecasts. Lucid's announcement is indeed a painful blow to shareholders who were looking for a good 2022, which delayed several of the company's medium-term objectives. However, there has been little discussion of the company's long-term objectives. There are many factors that affect the LCID price, but the demand for and sales of electric cars have a bigger effect on its value than anything else. Because its primary business is the sale of electric cars, the company's success is dependent on the demand for these vehicles. It has already shown in its brief existence that it is capable of manufacturing a number of automobiles, and there are thousands of pre-orders for its vehicles. The company's stock price will be influenced significantly by the company's ability to maintain demand, and demand is on the rise for their most popular lineup. That's a good first sign for long-term investors. Perhaps that's why the vast majority of analysts who have given their targets for Lucid believe that the company's stock is a good buy right now. Some forecast a significant increase in the stock price, while others predict a more gradual increase. Only one analyst believes that LCID will fail and has assigned the business a sell rating. The amount by which Lucid Motors stock price will climb is up for discussion, despite the fact that the majority of experts believe it will. Price predictions of $60 are predicted by most bullish experts, while $38 is predicted by the most bearish ones. A research analyst who believes that LCID will underperform believes that the stock's price will drop in the near future. If Lucid's stock continues to expand at its current rate, it might reach $41.20 by the end of 2022. This is the average growth projection based on the 6 analyst estimates. Despite this, the stock is still far below the company's all-time high of $57. However, not all analysts are as bullish on the company, with BTIG Research forecasting a 50% drop to 14% in the next year. Using the same 57% growth forecast from 2022, Lucid Motors shares could reach $66 in 2023. That's just a few dollars more than Itay Michaeli of Citigroup has predicted, who had predicted $57. The majority of investors retain their stocks for the long term, yet experts rarely make predictions that are more than a few years into the future. Some, on the other hand, have. When making long-term projections, it's crucial to keep in mind that they're more speculative. If all goes according to plan, LCID might trade between $70 and $80 by 2024. The corporation has ambitions to grow into the European and Middle Eastern markets, and if those efforts are successful, these projections may turn out to be accurate in the future. There are a lot of people who think the company will do well in 2024. That's the year when the company's new Gravity SUV is supposed to be released after an updated schedule. 2025 is anticipated to pick up where 2024 left off, and Lucid Motors stock might perhaps hit the $100 level. By 2025, Lucid Air envisions delivering 42,000 luxury all-electric Air sedans to customers across the world. But that's not all. The total number of expected deliveries for 2025 is predicted to be 135,000, with Lucid Motors expecting to earn $13.985 billion as an outcome. However, in order for it to happen, a number of factors would need to come together. It also includes its support from the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia to make its entry into the Middle East much more seamless. If all goes according to plan, Lucid might be worth more than $200 by the end of the decade. However, the electric vehicle industry is becoming more competitive, and a variety of variables might have an influence on the company's future success. Tesla, Rivian, and NIO are just a few of the companies that compete with LCID. Traditional automobile makers like Ford and Mercedes are also developing electric cars, so for Lucid to be successful, it must be able to outwit its competitors. That's where they could use some help from the PIF, who are the major stakeholder in Lucid with a stake of more than 60%. A facility in the Middle East is being planned by Lucid, which views the area as a market it wants to break into. However, if the Saudi Public Investment Fund chooses to begin selling shares, it would have a bearing effect on Lucid. It is beyond a doubt that Lucid will play a part in the campaign to promote electric cars. When compared to other EV makers, Lucid stands out since their battery technology is undoubtedly superior to their rivals, and they're also targeting a certain sort of client with their high-end electrics. The reality is that Tesla is not going away and will be there for a while. In spite of this, Lucid will have a role in the story. For long-term investors who have a stomach for risk, the LCID stock may prove to be a highly lucrative investment. But for most investors, it depends on the risk factors of their portfolio. Of course, I'm interested to know about how you like your portfolio. Would you include LCID? Let us know in the comments section. Killer Ninja is being conservative in their forecast, predicting a share price of roughly $200 per share by 2025. Ninja has high hopes for this company and its future and is confident in their ability to innovate. That should wrap things up for today. Keep in mind that subscribing is still free and liking helps YouTube recognize your preferences. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.